I am a fan of Golden Hoops.
I will call Kyrie the wizard all the time. There was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do.
What's that, the greater? I mean, you guys are in command of the English language. I mean, you're right. There's got to be a word. Whatever that word is, you just use that.
I just think we need to do a better job, be consistent with the thought process, with selecting.
I've played with Kyrie in USA teams. I've faced him plenty of times, had to guard him plenty of times, so it's nice not having to deal with that anymore. And he's so amazing with his body control, his handle, his shot. He's really one of one, and it's a blessing to be his two guard.
6 to the west, that is, obviously, as Irving drives inside. Shot is good.
Kyrie's a special player. I've always said that, and has no offensive weaknesses. He can do everything on the floor.
Game 4 has not been able to do anything thus far tonight. Here's Irving off the spin. Yes.
Man. Stop it. Video game. Stop it. This is deep.
I have so many words to praise Kyrie that I end up with absolutely none. He's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen.
Doncic loses it. Irving, wall right there to defend, and one. Irving, last second, decides to go reverse. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's one of the most skilled players that I've ever seen. You'd be hard-pressed to name 10 guys that have ever played in this league who are more skilled than he is, in my opinion.
5 fouls. So Kai's going to have a go right at him. Wow! Exquisite!
That's incredible.
Nobody in this game can do the special.
It's Kyrie Irving. I get to see it every day. It still amazes me to this day. It will still amaze me till the end of the days we play together. So, it's just unbelievable, even in practice, you can see some of this stuff. He plays the same in the game, so it's just unbelievable to watch and enjoy it.
Kyrie just keeps that dribble alive. Starts going back in that direction again.
That's like the Cobra and
floaters, Euro this way, Euro the wrong way, right leg, all type of and it was just finishes, all left. Then he went and started doing some mid-range. I was just like, yo, this boy really doing all left hand. Remember I showed, I had a minute video. I said, yo, I'm showing my kids this, bro. This is crazy. And his efficiency with it was ridiculous.
First quarter for Smith. Irving, crossover, the drive off the glass.
That's not fair. That's flat out not fair. Everybody out of my way. Allow me to.
Credit to him too. He's gonna make some very tough shots. He's definitely mastered the game offensively and his game. At the end of the day, if they hit shots, you got to tip your hat and be ready to go back on 0.
From this crowd.
Oh no!
Irving going behind the back. He has a career.
He does create offense for his teammates. He's really good at that, of course, but the offense he can create for himself is, you don't see many players that can do it at all levels like he can with the touch and the range. So he's a special player.
Irving out of the backcourt. Run into by his teammate Thompson, keeps going and scores!
Kyrie, he's not that hobbled. He says, I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Look at this.
Reaffirms what I've known since I've grown up watching him and since I've been in the league of how phenomenal a player he is. Offensively, he absolutely put us on his back. Just speaks to him as a player, his character as an individual, and his leadership for us as a team. He's obviously a phenomenal player, but the things that don't show up on the stat sheet with his hustle and his leadership for us as a team is super important, and I've noticed it from day one.
Threes, 14 from 33. That's the game. Series of moves by Irving. And the foul. Larry goes to his net.
Man, he a savant. It's like fine wine. It's only getting better. He mastering all aspects of basketball.
They've gone small for a while with Kleba, who remains in at the 4. Irving dancing and finishes. He's a highlight wizard.
There is not a player that I know that can work it.
It still makes you shake your head, some of the things he does. So the left-handed runner to win the game a few games ago, for something that he works on, has that touch, has that confidence, and it's not a lucky shot by any means. And so, yeah, I'd echo that statement. I think a lot of guys in the league, coaching-wise as well. Funny story, Mike D'Antoni was there with me, and all the great players he's coached and seen, he would tap my leg once a game, and something Kyrie did offensively, and so it's not a surprise to anybody.
Crossover, got it! Oohs and ahs from the crowd, and the Cavs back up by 5.
Irving. What a handle.
And I'm watching the game, and I keep seeing this little freaking guard just floating around the court. And I said, who is that guy? And he says, that's Kyrie Irving.
Irving, oohs and ahs from the crowd, and Irving with a finish. Wow. It's finals presented by Verizon. What a show put on from Kyrie Irving. 18.
He can process information. He can process situational basketball. He has an awareness to what's going on the court. So he has an innate ability to just communicate that in real time because of his ability to just kind of take that all in. Who has the ball, who's the matchup, where's the help, what's the spacing, who can you help off of, who can, when can you make a play. So he's just got great instincts, and that allows him to kind of just communicate at all times.
South Carolina AU squad there. Kyrie Irving. That's not even fair. In his bag.
Watch Kyrie Irving. Just watch the handle, folks. Just enjoy it because he's going to make Steven Adams jump.
You could tell that once he had one going, it didn't matter what shot he put up. I mean, some of those last shots were contested, but he had seen one or two go in, and when you're a good scorer and you see one or two go in, you can easily get into rhythm.
Irving staring down Westbrook. Oh, what a great move. He put Westbrook in the blender and got the bucket.
To have a guy like Kyrie Irving as the ultimate wild card, it's like having it's like having a draw 4 in your hand every time someone deals you cards in Uno.
Irving, one-on-one with Randall. Irving shows it, fires it, and hits! Kyrie Irving got him! Wow.
His shot making is unbelievable. Some of the shots that he made, the difficulty, it takes, but he'd be focused and locked in when he's shooting his shots. So you can see that, and you can see the amount of craft that he works on. So.
Stolen away by Kyrie Irving. He's running. Booker chases. Hayward tries to help. And Kyrie Irving with his 34th point.
He's one that's very patient and picks, understands when to go and what the team needs. So
next. Kyrie with a nice fake, and he got it to go. Are you kidding me?
Been trying to game plan against him for a while now, even back in my days in Atlanta and going up against him when he's in Cleveland and stuff like that. But just a heck of a player. And when you talk about players of his caliber that just continue to find ways to get better, it's been really impressive. I think he's grown his game a lot of ways, his leadership in a lot of ways.
What a handle. Too good. Too good.
He has the best gifts I've ever seen of any NBA player. I've never seen a guy in my NBA life that feels better at times shooting with his offhand than he does with his primary hand. If Kyrie's off in a game with his right hand, he will literally go exclusively to his left hand. I've never seen nothing like this.
Looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving! Just absurd!
He's never rushed on the floor. Great poise, great patience. And we all know he can score at a high level.
Digs it out. Irving between the legs to LeBron James. And they'll get going and he's fouled. Kyrie knew who was coming down the floor.
Look to get loose, a lot of dribble bounce game, get to the heart of your defense, make tough shots, everything that he does. So we knew it was coming. Phenomenal player, brought them back into the game almost single-handedly.
Nice for a little handoff, gets it back and gets his second dunk. What an excellent from deep, 8 of 15, 53%.
His ball handling, was just part of his hand. It just mesmerized me, and unfortunately, it still does.
Round out with the wrist injury, wrist surgery is Kyrie. Little finger roll with the left hand.
That ain't right, man. That's just not fair.
We also get blinded by the spectacular plays. He's one of the most fundamentally sound players that we have. Like if you watch Kyrie shoot an open pull-up jumper, it's like how you would teach someone to shoot it. His base is perfect and wide. He jumps straight up and down. He holds his follow-through. He lands on 2 feet, and he barely hits the rim.
Irving behind the back, wizardry.
Definitely learned a lot from Kyrie while he was here, and it's been great to see his journey, to see where he's at, all the stuff that he's going through, and stuff like that, to be where he's at.
Finger rolls it in.
Well, he's solid, and like I said earlier, with an edge.
Irving with the left hand, high off the glass.
His basketball IQ is extremely high. He tries to play off of his teammates. He wants his teammates to score and be aggressive so that it makes the game easier for him.
And good defense by Dallas. Irving the other way, behind the back, and into Grace. Now
It's powerful to watch. It's like when you get up close to him, you get inspired.
Nearly falls, drives now, spins back, tough fall away shot, it's good! Kyrie Irving! Another balance, the handle, and the ability to...
Very patient. You couldn't get this Kyrie. When I had him, 2016, he was a flat foot killer. Like, he wants to kill you every moment, every second. But now you can see, like, he's just letting the game come to him. Are y'all gonna blitz me? I'm gonna get off the ball, make the right play. Okay, the game's getting out of reach, then I'm gonna take over and be aggressive offensively. And so he's really figured out how to pick his spots, when to be aggressive, when to make plays.
And Al Horford on the court. Tell you, the Celtic bench in this half. Whoa! Fournier just stopped. He stopped after the first one.
Kyrie, man, he's like the engine, and we just follow him. And he just led the way for us tonight. He's a great leader for us. Young guys who've been in the league for a minute, and we kind of just follow him. So glad to have him back, man. Shout out to him.
Irving working on Thomas, gets around him, up, under, and in. Oh, what a move for Kyrie Irving to tie it at 99.
He also just sets a standard. If he sees any of us slacking, he holds it to that, and he also has a great personality. So it's light in the locker room around him. So it's great.
The shot clock is at 6. Kyrie with the dance. Oh, and a spin. Finds himself in the double. Out to Horford. One to fire. The three.
I know he's really aggressive. I know people change the way their game plans are going to be because he's so good at what he does.
Smart pass.
Irving comes up with a steal. Irving racing. He finds Durant for the hammer.
He's been a big anchor for us. His vocalism to us during games obviously is very high, and kind of just the spirit of us as a team and as a group, even in the locker room before games, after games, at meetings and whatnot, it's very high.
His team hungry. You had a great year, you exceeded expectations, you got to the finals. You still haven't done what you set out to do as Kyrie Irving scores with the easy left-handed layup. To be a little bit bummed to some of the big names.
The spectacular plays that he makes, the crazy finishes, the unbelievable ball handling is the stuff that makes highlight reels and Instagram and all that stuff, but his fundamentals are unbelievable.
Gets inside, count it, and one. Little hesitation, and a chance for a three-point play.
I know the type of guy that he is, how he carries himself, and I could see it even from the summertime when I first joined the team. He was at the camp there every day with us, and he wasn't even playing, so he's just always been that voice in the locker room for us. I appreciate him for that.
Against Randall. Oh, what a fake. Kyrie! A rainbow! Kyrie Irving, the handles and the body control.
If you decide to switch them all of a sudden, now you got to be thinking about can that individual defender get him in the right direction of shifts, because he loves to go away from the shifts and he gets himself fouls and he's able to kind of create for his whole team. So it's a lot.
Visitors home still has a home here in Atlanta. Kyrie with the step through, sweet.
That is ridiculous. With the basketball in his hands.
I like his relentlessness, you know. Ever since he was on the Cavs, Boston, wherever he was at, like he go. Like he's always coming at you, and he's good. Like, you know, he's actually like fun to watch. So those two things on top of each other, like I just naturally always found myself watching him.
Kyrie on a streak through a crowd. Jefferson cuts and stops. Kyrie Irving just waiting to find somebody.
You know, just understand what he means for our leadership, and his calmness and his energy is at a high, and the guys play off of that.
Irving. Oh, nice move inside, backs it home.
Stop it. What did I just say about the greatest handle in history? He can put defenders on skates.
Leader for this team, vocally, obviously it shows on the court, but in the locker room he's encouraging guys. He's encouraging guys to take the right shot. He's talking out defense, he's talking out offense. Anything he sees on the court, he's vocal about it. And no matter who it is, he's trying to uplift them and help them. So when you got a guy of his caliber doing things like that, I mean, it just makes everybody's game elevate.
Irving draws the foul and knocks it down. Kyrie Irving with a circus shot.
What is the word?
Greatest. Greatest is great.
At the greater. Okay, well, I'm going to use that.